The psalmist says, I will give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good, for his mercy endureth forever. In the life of High Chief Mrs. Moninuola Mercy Adetuberu, SMO of Igede, Ekiti State, Southwest Nigeria, it is indeed mercy endureth forever. As Mama glides into the league of septuagenarians in endless praise and thanksgiving to Almighty God.
I'm really happy and I'm very, very grateful to God. Every day of my life, I always thank God because it's every day that is performing a lot of miracles in my life. Every day.
We've been married for 44 years. She's a very nice woman. I like her. She's very loving. She's my mother.
For the celebrator, a source of praise was evident for everyone to see. Flanked by a loving husband, Chief Adekunle Adetuberu, and 4 children led by architect Adedeji Adetuberu, Mrs. Adetola Borodi, Doyin Adetuberu, the Chief Security Officer to Nigeria's Vice President, and Adebola Adetuberu, with many grandchildren. In appreciation to God's greatness, the celebrator took the lead during the rendition of a favorite hymn, Great is Thy Faithfulness, and other thanksgiving songs. At this praise service, Adetuberu Adetuberu, one of Mama's grandchildren, distinctly sets the tune with a citation of the Bible passage taken from Psalm 90, verse 12.
So teach us to number our days, that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom. May the Lord bless the reading of our words, of His words in our hearts, in Jesus' name.
Vice President Professor Yemi Oshibajo, senior advocate of Nigeria, who was unavoidably absent but was represented by Senator Babafemi Ojudu, the special advisor to the president on political matters assigned to the office of the vice president, extolled the virtue of Mama at 70.
Congratulations, Ma, for giving us this very beautiful, handsome, and great gentleman.
The Vice President himself would have loved to be here to honor Mama on her 70th birthday. That, unfortunately he had to be in America on official assignment. He's so grateful to Mama for producing, this gentleman who, we all respect and we all, love in the presidency. I mean, it's a great honor to be here to represent the Vice President. Like I said, we wish Mama many more years on now. We shall be here by God's grace to celebrate her 90th birthday.
My mom's a wonderful woman. We are really happy today. She's turned 70. We're celebrating her. She's been a wonderful woman, a disciplinarian, a mother of virtue. She's been one that has held us together as a family.
One of the things I learned from my mom is integrity. To be trustworthy. My mom taught that you must be trustworthy. You must be worthy of trust. And that is a big deficit in the world we are living in today. Trust. My mom is a trustworthy person. She is a woman with very high impeccable integrity.
Mama is a prayer warrior. That's what I like to call her. She's a unifying factor in our family. She's a very lovely, kind, gentle lady. And I'm really proud of her today.
The Onigede of Igede Ekiti, His Royal Majesty Oba James Adelusi Aladesuru, in his dialect, congratulated the celebrator on this joyous occasion.
Tony Amafuru Kweshane Amaso Esorere Ògo Ọlọ́run á wà pẹ̀lú wọn. Mo dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ Ọlọ́run pé ọjọ́ òní ó ṣojú ẹ̀mí mi. Nítorí náà, gbogbo wa tá a wà ń bí, a dúpẹ́ pé ẹ wá o. Ọlọ́run náà á tú ayé gbogbo wa ṣe.
9-year-old wonder kid Elizabeth, with her dexterity in Yoruba traditional talking drum known as Gongon, dedicated this masterpiece to Mama at this milestone celebration. The visibly elated celebrator took time to appreciate the pillar behind the success, strength, and longevity thus far.
When I was doing my sister's birthday, I have to tell my children, I say, I've changed my name. They say, why? Before I was Agnes. But I told them, no. The Lord has changed my name to Mercy. Because it's the mercy of God that I receive every day. And it's by His mercy that He has sustained me to be alive and to be with my loving husband. And He said, your name has to change and you have to walk in my mercy. And every minute I enjoy mercy of God. I thank God for my husband for accommodating me as an Ega woman. But now I'm an Ekiti. Especially in Igede. Not only that, I am one of the anyone in Igede, Ekiti.
Whoa, paparazzi time! The climax of any birthday ceremony, the peak, the cutting of the mouth-watering cake, the perfect cake for this blissful occasion.
And long life and prosperity. She's the best grandma anyone can ever have.
Long life, good health, prosperity, and all that God has blessed her with. That God will continue to watch over them and make her more happy and happy.
Well, what can I wish for a woman who God has blessed with everything, other than to pray for long life and for grace to serve God to the very end? Because the desire of every child of God is to make it to heaven, and that I pray for her, that God.
She will live long in good health. We will be able to take care of her. The adventures of life which she did not have, we will be able to present and give to her, and she'll just stay as strong as possible till the Lord calls her home.
Congratulations on your baby today.
For the celebrator at 70 with no pointer to fatigue yet, majestically rock the dance floor with the other half.
happy celebrants. We wish you happy birthday. Moninuola, mo tún sọ pé mo ní kó máa jó, kó máa yọ̀, èdè lọ́jọ́ ẹ, kó máa jó, kó máa yọ̀, èdè lọ́jọ́ ẹ.
High Chief Mrs. Moninuola Mercy Adetuberu, née Howells, was born on June 11, 1948 to the family of Mr. and Mrs. Howells of Ake in Abeokuta. She had a primary education at Baptist Primary School, Totoro, Abeokuta, before she proceeded to Modern School and Mark Jacob Grammar School, both in Abeokuta respectively. After her secondary education, the celebrator worked briefly at the defunct Western Region Ministry of Works before proceeding to University of Jos, where she studied banking and finance. Afterwards, she gained employment into the banking sector and meritoriously rose to the rank of branch manager in 13 years before her retirement into private business. High Chief Moninuola is married to her husband for a staggering 44 years and still counting, Chief Adekunle Adetuberu. Their blossom union is blessed with 4 children and many grandchildren. From us here at Event Diary, we are wishing High Chief Mrs. Moninuola Mercy Adetuberu many more blissful years on earth.